I love romantic movies, and that feeling of yearning and longing that you can experience cinematically. I mean, it had all of those elements. And then on top of that, just this idea that, you know, really reconciling the choices, the life choices that you've made, and what happens when a certain choice means you're losing a different choice. It's that incredible thing that Celine can do, this paradox of like, this is massive and also so intimate and private and sacred. And it felt devastating.
I found myself in a bar in East Village, sitting between my childhood sweetheart, who only speaks Korean, and my husband, who lives in New York with me and only speaks English mostly. And found myself sitting in between them, and I realized that I was able to speak to both of them in 2 different languages because I'm bilingual, and also I'm bicultural, so I could also understand them in their cultural context. And then I saw that I could be loved by both. So there was something about it that I think just sitting there and then engaging in that way was sort of the starting point for the whole film. That was the inspiration.
I think what is a testament to the script is that it's so personal for all of us. And I think ultimately that's, you know, what we're so excited to share with the audience, just that it will be personal to them too, possibly. It feels so universal, this story. I'm Korean American, and I have that experience of being bicultural and living sort of in that no man's land between 2 different worlds. And it was so great to see that in writing. And this character who is a reflection of what that can be like within the prism of a love story. So there's just so much to grab onto.
Yeah, I think that in a strange way, all of us have some weird connection personally to this story. For me, I'm married to a Korean American woman, so I've gone through this experience. It resonated very strongly with me, and I knew I wanted to be a part of it because I understand what it feels like to be an outsider, and never being able to quite understand or even be accepted into that other world.
And that was contractual, right? You had to have a Korean wife in order.
Oddly, it was weird. Celine is very specific about that. It's like, if you don't have a Korean connection, fuck off.
Yeah, I was so excited to read in the script that Celine is introducing the Korean concept of inyeon into the American audience. And it's in Korea, people like use it kind of like in everyday life, and it's basically coming from Buddhism. And I don't know, like in the A24 like pre-write-up, like they were asking me, and I was like, what am I supposed to write so people can understand? And I'm like heavily into poker recently, like I'm into like Phil Ivey and everything, you know. So I feel like that's like a good analogy, because it's like if you're dealt like a hand of poker, and you're trying to do the best with the cards that you're dealt, and trying to play the best way with this one round. And this basically like a symbolism for life. And inyeon is basically that, you know, the cards that you're dealt. That's like the inyeon, the people that you'll meet in your life in that kind of lifetime. And then the next hand that you're dealt, that's the next lifetime that you're living. So I'm so glad that Celine found me. You know, she was like my chef, and she used me as like that ingredient and cooked up this beautiful meal.